Hello and welcome to my course. My name is Shakil Khan. I am your instructor for this course. In this course, you will learn PHP registration form with email confirmation and responsive email. So in the first section of this course, we will create the user interface. In the second section, we will learn the basics of object-oriented programming. In the third section, we will learn the basics of PDO, PHP data object. In the fourth section, we will create PHP libraries. In the fifth section, we will integrate the user interface and PHP, and we will build our course panel project. So now let's jump to the project. So we have the sign up form. So now when I click on the sign up button, as you can see, we have these cool validations. So now full name Shakil Khan, and now email. So email receiver udemy@gmail.com, and now password. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and now sign up. So now just wait. We have success. Your account has been created. Please check your email. So now Gmail, and now we have design team. Please confirm your email. So friends, we have this cool template. We have this cool responsive email template. So now confirm email. Success. Your account has been verified successfully, and now continue. We have the website loader. So friends, right now user doesn't have the profile image. So now instead of the profile image, we have SK, S from Shakil and K from Khan. So now add picture, choose picture, and now open, upload picture. Your image has been saved successfully. Now add job, software engineer, and now save. And now add skills, PHP, React JS, Vue.js. Now save skills, and now add bio, save bio, and now update name. Let's say Shakil Ahmad Khan. And now we can also update the password. So friends, let's say when user forgot his password, then simply we have to click on forgot password, and now we have to add the email. So email receiver udemy@gmail.com, request reset link, and now we have success. Please check your email. We have sent you an email. So now go to Gmail, and now we have new email. Design team forgot password request, and now simply reset password. So simply new password SHAKILKHAN, new password. Your password has been updated successfully. Now log in. So simply log in with new password. So email receiver udemy@gmail.com, and now password. So SHAKILKHAN, sign in. So we have dashboard. So friends, I hope you will enjoy this course. So I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we are going to download the required tools for this course. First of all, we will download a text editor. In this course, myself, I will use the Escort text editor, and you can use anyone like Sublime, Bracket, Atom, but I recommend the Escort text editor for you guys. So now to download the VS Code, pretty simple. Just go to google.com and type VS Code, and now click on the first link, and now click on download for Windows. If you are a Mac user, then click on the arrow, and we have Mac operating system, Windows 64, and finally we have Linux 64. So friends, just download the VS Code and after install the VS Code on your system. I have already installed the VS Code on my system, so I don't need to download the VS Code. The second tool, we need to download the XAMPP server. Just in the Google type XAMPP and I click on the first link. And now download the XAMPP server. So I have already installed the XAMPP server on my system. So friends, just download the XAMPP server and after install the XAMPP server. Okay. So enough for this lecture and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki in this lecture. In this lecture, we will create our folder structure. So you can create your folder structure anywhere on your machine, but I want to create my folder structure inside the E drive. So I am going to my E drive. So now inside the E drive, new folder, and now the folder name will website layout. So now we need to open this folder and the VS Code. So now let's go to VS Code and now click on File and now click on Open Folder. And now go to, I am going to my E drive. So now we have website layout, basically this one. Select folder. Wait a moment. Yeah, close welcome. So now inside web layout folder, now we need to create one more folder. The folder name will assets. Now inside the assets folder, we need to create 3 more folders: CSS folder, images folder, and JS folder. So now inside the assets folder, new folder CSS. Now inside the CSS folder, we will store all the CSS files. So now again, new folder inside the assets images. So now in the images folder, we will store all the images. And finally JS. Now in the JS folder, we will store the JavaScript files. In the JS folder, we will store the JavaScript files. Now inside the main folder, we need to create index.html and now one more file, login.html. So now friends, just create your folder structure. After inside the main folder, create the assets folder, and after inside the assets folder, create 3 more folders: CSS, images, and JS folder. So now friends, enough for this lecture. So if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Welcome Hibiki in this lecture. In this lecture, we will install the VS Code Lyle server extension. So pretty simple. Just click on this icon and now in the search bar type Lyle space server. So I have already installed Lyle server extension. So click on this one, Lyle server, basically this one. So just install Lyle server extension and after reload the VS Code. So now friends, how Lyle server extension work? Pretty simple. Close this one and now go to index.html. So now from the keyboard press shift 1 key, I mean exclamation mark, and now from the keyboard press the tab key. So as you can see, we have the HTML document. So first of all, I want to change the title. So remove document and now create new account. So now friends, right click here. As you can see, we have open with Lyle server. We have open with Lyle server. So click on open with Lyle server. So friends, basically allow your server extension open your file in the browser on specific port, and Lyle server extension basically refresh the browser on every file save. So now let's go to the VS Code, and now let's say I'm going to add here H1, and now Shakil Khan. Now save. Let's go to the browser. As you can see, we have Shakil Khan. Spelling is wrong. Basically, Shakil Khan. Okay, so we don't need to refresh the browser on every file save. Let's say down ftek lorem text LOREM, and now from the keyboard press the tab key. So now let's go to the browser. As you can see, we have some dummy text, so we don't need to refresh the browser on every file save. So a live server extension is very awesome extension. Okay, so friends, just install the VS Code live server extension. So now if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will learn the CSS variables and CSS rem unit. But first of all, we need to create the CSS file inside the CSS folder. So I am going to create new file inside the CSS folder. So new file, and the file name will style.css. So now I want to link style.css file inside the index.html. So before the title, link tag, and now in the assets folder we have CSS folder, and the CSS folder we have style.css. So now let's go to style.css file. So now friends, what is the CSS variable? CSS variable is same like PHP and JavaScript variable. CSS variable is same like PHP and JavaScript variable, and variable is a container for a value. Variable is a container for a value, and we can reuse again and again CSS variables. We can reuse again and again variables. Okay, so now how we can define CSS variables? How we can define CSS variables? Pretty simple. We can define CSS variables inside the pseudo root class. Now colon root, and now body. So now inside the pseudo root class we can define CSS variables. Pretty simple. So now friends, CSS variables start from double hyphen. CSS variables start from double hyphen. So double hyphen, and now the variable name. So let's say red color, colon red, double hyphen, green color, colon green, double hyphen, blue color, colon blue. So now I want to access these variables. So what we need to do is pretty simple. Down here, body selector, inside here, background. So first of all, I want to access this variable red color. Understand? So now var keyword. So var keyword means variable. Okay, semicolon. So now inside here, double hyphen, and now the variable name. So red color. Save, and now go to index.html and start your Lyle server, and after go to the browser. So now as you can see, we have the red background. Understand? So now instead of red, you want to access this variable green color. So what we need to do, instead of red, green color. Save, go to the browser. So now we have green background, and finally we have blue. So blue color, go to the browser. So now we have blue background. Understand? So now friends, these are CSS variables. Understand? So now friends, what is CSS rem unit? What is CSS rem unit? So rem stand for root element. Rem stand for root element, and rem as the css unit same like pixel. Okay, but rem unit inherit the font size value from the html element. Rem unit inherit the font size value from the html element. So html element means before the body, html body font size, let's say 10 pixel. So now friends, in this condition, one rem is equal to 10 pixel. One rem is equal to 10 pixel because inside the html element we have font size 10 pixels. So now let's go to the browser. So now the default size for this file is 10 pixel. Okay, now the default size for this file is 10 pixel. Understand? So now let's say if I change 10 to 20 now, and this condition, one rem is equal to 20 pixel because inside the html element we have font size 20 pixel and rem unit inherit the font size value from the html elements. Now I want to target h1 in the css. So what we need to do, inside the css h1 and now font size. So now I want to assign the font size value and the rem unit. Okay, instead of pixel I want to use the rem unit. Okay, so I want to add here 40 pixel. Okay, so I want to use the rem unit. So what we need to do, we need to use 2 rem. So now 2 rem is equal to 40 pixel because up here we have font size equal to 20 pixel. Okay, so 20 plus 20 equal to 40. Let's go to the browser. Okay, as you can see, so now instead of 2 rem, let's say I want to add here 40 pixel. So 40 pixel is equal to 2 rem. Okay, so now 40 pixel. Save, sorry, remove one semicolon. Let's go to the browser. So now we have the same result. Understand? So now friends, basically rem unit inherit the font size value from the html element. Okay, so now and this entire course basically we will use the css variables and css rem unit. So instead of pixel we will use the rem unit. Okay, so now I want to change 20 to 10. Understand? So now friends, if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. Okay, so if you have any issue, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will choose the Google fonts for the layout. So simply go to google.com and type Google fonts, and now click on the first link, Google fonts, and basically we will use the Roboto fonts. So now just wait a moment. Now in the search bar type Roboto, basically this one, Roboto, the first one. So click on the plus icon and now click on family selected. Now click on customize. So now I want to choose light 300, medium 500, bold 700. Perfect. And now click on embed, copy the link, copy. Let's go to Escort, go to index.html before the title. Up here, paste the link, and now copy the font family, go to style.css. Now insert the body. First of all, remove the background, and now paste font family inside here, and now delete h1, delete. Perfect. So now friends, save the file. Okay, so now friends, enough for this lecture. So if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will create and style up the navigation bar. So go to index.html and first of all get rid of this. Now insert the body navtag and now add the comment down here, close now. And now I want to assign ID to this now tag. So all we have to do ID now and set the name UL, and this will have a class left hyphen UL and set here LIA. So now I want to place the logo and set the hyperlinks. So now on the desktop I have logo.png, and you can grab this logo from the resource file. So I'm going to the E drive and set the E drive. I have my main folder website layout, assets, images, and paste right here. Perfect. So now inside here img assets folder, after we have images folder, after we have logo.png, and the alt I want to add logo not found, sorry, found, and class well logo. So now after this UL I want to add one more UL dot write UL LIA login, and again LIA sign off. So now let's go to style.css, and now before the pseudo root class I want to add a comment 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6, and inside here just add styles, and now add a comment about the CSS variable. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 CSS variables. Perfect. So now I want to target all the HTML tags. Now in CSS we can target all the HTML tags very easily. So type universal selector, I mean asterisk sign. So asterisk sign means universal selector. So this will target all the HTML tags. So I want to add the default margin and default padding for all the HTML tags. So a default margin value 0 for all tags, and padding as well 0, and box sizing well border box, understand. And now get rid of this. So now I want to define some CSS variables. So double hyphen color white, this will equal to #FFF double hyphen color black, this will equal to #000 double hyphen color main, this will equal to capital F36. Perfect. Now go to body and add font weight 400, and now I want to target this nav text. Now inside the nav tag we have a nav ID. So go back to CSS, nav tag ID, nav width 100%, height 1280 pixels. So I want to convert pixel to rem, so at rem is equal to 80 pixel, because up here we have font size equal to 10 pixels, so that's mean 80 pixel is equal to 8 rem. Okay, and line height as well 8 rem, sorry about that. Background well white, so war color white, color white. Perfect. Not black, white. And display wellplex. And after padding, so from top and bottom pixel well 0, and from left and right pixel well 40 pixels. So 40 pixel is equal to Prom. Understand? And after box shadow, so horizontally shadow well 0, vertically is well 0, and blur well 5 rem. So 5 rem means 50 pixel, and spread well 5 pixels. So I want to change 5 pixel to rem, so dot 5 rem. And finally color, so RGBA and color will black, so 0 0 0. Triple 0 means black color. And finally the opacity, so font 05. Let's go to the browser. So now we have this navigation bar. So now I want to target this logo and center this logo vertically. So in the HTML we have left UL, inside the UL we have li, after a, and finally we have the logo. Understand? So all we have to do, left UL li, less style type, none. Perfect. And save, go to the browser. So now I want to center this logo vertically. So we have logo class, logo, basically this class. Go to HTML, this class, logo, and vertically align middle, and up here add display inline block. Same, go to the browser. So now as you can see, logo as center vertically. Understand? And now I want to target these two links, login and sign up. So we have right UL, display plex, and go to the browser. Perfect. And now right UL li, less style type, sorry, less style type. This is wrong. Why is that? Less style type, less style, none. Perfect. And perfect, go to the browser. So now one thing more, right UL lia, text decoration, none, sorry. Perfect. So now I want to move these two links to the right side. I want to move these two links, login and sign up, to the right side. So go to first of all go to index.html, and now after this UL I'm going to add a class .empty. You can give it any name. Okay, you can give it any name, understand? But in my case empty. And now go to style.css, and now .empty margin 0 auto. So this will move login and sign up links to the right side. Go to the browser. Perfect. Perfect. As you can see, we have login and sign up on the right side. Okay, so now friends, enough for this lecture. So if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. If you have any issue, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will design these two lengths. So first of all, add your class btn hyphen suite, and down here as well, class btn outline. Okay, outline. Let's go to style.css, and first of all I'm going to target the btn class, btn display inline block. Now color will white, so var color white, and now cursor will fonter. After font weight will 400, and font size will 1.4 rem. And now line height, well 0, text decoration well none, border 0. That's it. Scroll slightly. After that, border radius well 3 rem. So 3 rem means 30 pixel. And after that, outline none, fading. So from top and bottom of fading well 2 rem. So 2 rem means 20 pixel, and from left and right fading well 32 pixel. So 3.2 rem. 3.2 rem means 32 pixel. Understand? And now I want to target this class btn suite. So all we have to do, btn suite background var color main, and after that just background color. Let's go to the browser. Perfect. And one thing more, inside the btn class, letter spacing, let's say 1 pixel. Fine. Okay, and now let's target btn outer line class in the css. So all we have to do, btn outline, border 1 pixel, solid. And friends, one thing more, basically instead of border 0 we need to add here border 1 pixel, solid transparent. Okay, transparent. So here 1 pixel. And we can also just add the border color. Okay, so here just add border color var color main, this one, and color well also color main. So color var keyword color main. Let's go to the browser. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So now we need to add a little bit margin between these two lengths. So all we have to do, go to css, and now let's go to right ul lia. So now simply margin right, let's say 20 pixels, so 2 rem. Fine. Okay, this is fine, this is fine, understand. So now friends, enough for this lecture. So if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will create the sign up form. So go to index.html, and after the nav tag section, and this section will have the id, so id will form. Now first of all, add a comment, close form, inside the section class form hyphen section, and now close form section and set the form section form double hyphen header. Now close form header, insert the form header h2 get started absolutely free, absolutely spelling is absolute t absolute l absolutely free. And now fee tag and set the fee tag free for EUR no credit card needed. That's it. Now after the form header, now form body, and now close form double hyphen body, insert the form body form tag, and now group class, and now close group and set the group first of all label, so for name and class form label, and after the label input type text and id. So up here we have for equal to name, so just copy this name from here and paste here. Okay, and now class, so form double hyphen control, and actually just control, and now placeholder just name, and one thing more up here, just an add name, and now copy this whole group class along with input field and paste down here, and up to we have email and change type to email, change this name to email, and also change the id to name, email, and in the placeholder email. And now again first for password, change for to password, text to password, id as well password, and the placeholder new password, and finally we have the submit button. So actually we don't need the label, so remove the label, and we don't need the id, and change text to submit, and change class to btn suite, and now change placeholder to value, and the value sign off. Okay, so now let's go to the browser. So now we have this form, we have heading, and we have some text inside the fee tag, and after we have name input field, email input field, and password input field, and finally we have the sign up button. So now friends, enough for this lecture, and the next lecture we will style this whole form, so for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will style this form using CSS. So go to style.css, and first of all we have id form. Actually go to index.html, this id, go off this id equal to form, and this ID will have margin from top and bottom 7 rem, and from left and right 5 rem. And after display, well, flex, that's it. And after that we have form section class. So form section class, and this will have a weight to 500 pixels. So I want to change a pixel to a rem. So what we need to do, 500 pixel is equal to 50 rem. Understand? And that's it. After we have what we have form header. So form double hyphen header, and this will have margin bottom 4 rem. And after we have insert the form, slightly scroll, insert the form header, we have h2, and h2 will have font size 3.5 rem. And after we have insert the form header, we have p-tag. So this will have font size 1.4 rem, and this will also have margin bottom 1 rem. That's it. And after we have label. So but before the label we have group class. Actually this one, we have group class. So now I want to target the group class dot group margin bottom, not block, and bottom, and this will have 1.5 rem. After that we have form label class, and this will have display block, and after font weight will 700, font size will 1.1 rem. After color, so hash 434C5E. Friends, basically this color is only form label related color, so we don't need to put this color in the variable. Okay, understand? After that margin bottom will have 8 pixels. I want to change pixel to rem, so this will equal to 0.8 rem. That's it, fine. And after that we have control class. So control will have width 100%, and after display will block, and padding, so padding will have 1.5 rem, I mean 15 pixel. After that border radius, so this will 3 pixel, and after border will 1 pixel. Solid and color will hash D4D 9E2. That's it. After that font size 1.4 rem. That's it. And color, so color will hash 59637. That's it. And outline will none. That's it. Let's go to the browser. So now friends, we have this cool amazing form. So now I want to move this form to the right side. I want to move this whole form to the right side. So what we need to do, go to style.css, and after go to id form, and here add justify content plex and. So plex and will move form to the right side. Plex and will move form to the right side. So simply save and now go to the browser. So now we have this cool amazing form. Okay, so now friends, enough for this lecture. So if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will add media query to the layout. We will make the layout responsive. Okay, but first of all, as you can see, we have a very small space between this heading and this line. So first of all, you want to add a slightly more space between this heading and this line. So go to Css File, and we have inside the form header we have fee tag. So instead of margin bottom, just remove bottom and add your top, margin top 1 rem. Let's go to the browser. Now perfect. Okay, now you want to add letter spacing to the label. So inside the form label, here letter spacing 1 pixel. Perfect. Okay, and finally I'm going to add the media query. So down here, first of all, comment 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here simply media query after the comment. Here at the rate of sign media max width. If max width equal to 765 pixel, then apply code inside these curly braces. Understand? So let's say I want to target the body background, let's say red. Go to the browser and let's say like this. Perfect. Okay, fine. Okay, perfect. So first of all, I want to target the navbar. So remove body, and we have nav id, and we have this. Display plex. Now I want to add plex direction. So change plex direction to column. Okay, by default we have row. So now I want to change the plex direction to column. Understand? And after height, well, auto. Let's go to the browser like this. Perfect. Okay, like this. Perfect. Okay, and what we need to do, after I want to decrease the font size of this heading. So we have what we have form header h2. Sorry, we have double hyphen. Inside the form header we have h2. So font size, well, 3 rem. Still we need to decrease, let's say 25 pixels, so 2.5 rem. 2.5. This is fine. Okay, this is fine. And after I want to change the form width to 100%. So we have up here, actually we have this one, form section. Okay, so I'm gonna copy form section and change width to 100%. Perfect. Okay, this is perfect. So friends, basically now we have the responsive layout. Okay, we have this responsive layout. Okay, so for this lecture, so if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the questions. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki in this lecture. In this lecture, we will create the login form. So go to login.html, and right now we have only the empty file. So go to index.html and now Control A, Control C, and now go to login.html and simply paste right here. Perfect. And go off. So first of all, get rid of this, and here add sign and to design, DESIGN, and now insert the fee tag, enter your details. Perfect. And actually we don't need the name, so get rid of this, and after change the button value, so sign in, and now you want to add the forgot password link before this input field. So now inside the label span tag along with class forgot password, that's it. Inside your href forgot password question mark, that's it. So now let's go to style.css, and now first of all insert the form label class. Here add position relative. Okay, because forgot password class is defined inside the label. Okay, inside the form label class. So first of all inside the form label class, just add position relative and one thing more, text transform uppercase. After that we have forgot password class. So this class will take position from this class. Okay, so here position absolute, from top 0 and from right as well 0. Now inside the forgot password class we have href, so text decoration while none. After that we have font weight well 700, text transform well uppercase, and after that font size well 1.1 rem, and perfect for now. So now let's go to the browser, and now instead of login.html I'm going to add here login.html. So we have this form, understand, sign in to design, and now I want to change the forgot password color as well. So what we need to do, basically we will use this color. So I'm going to copy the color and paste inside here. Sorry, first of all color, Control Z, paste, Control V, perfect. And now go to login.html, and now instead of this placeholder just enter password. Yeah, so now we have this cool form. Understand? So now friends, enough for this lecture. So if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the questions. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will create forgot password Prom. So what we need to do, I'm going to save as login.html. So go to file and now click on save as, and here forgot password.html. That's it. Okay, and now close the sidebar, and now first of all insert the heading, get rid of this, and here just add forgot password, your password, question mark. Insert the fee tag, enter your email address below, and we will get you back on track. That's it. And now we don't need the password input field, so get rid of this, and here email address, and after that instead of sign in, here request reset blank. That's it. So now go to the browser, and now instead of login.html, here forgot password.html. So now we have this form. Understand, forgot your password, entered your email address below, and we will, so the spelling is wrong basically, remove this we will get you back on track, email address, and after we have button request reset link. Understand? So now friends, enough for this lecture. So if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the questions. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Habik. In this lecture, we are going to start work on the dashboard. So all we have to do, first of all, we need to create new file inside the main folder. So now inside the main folder, new file, and the file name was profile.html. So now go to index.html, and from here I gonna copy this whole heading and paste right here after body, and finally close HTML. Go back to index.html, and from here again I gonna copy this whole now, copy, close this one, paste inside here. Perfect. Now let's go to the browser, and now get rid of this, and now profile.html, basically this one. So now go back to VS Code, and now close the sidebar. After the new tag, I gonna add a container class, and now close container. Inside the container I gonna add dashboard, close dashboard. Inside the dashboard I'm gonna add Chord class, and now close Chord. After the Chord I gonna add content class, and finally close content. Now inside the Chord class, let's say h1 Chord section. and after insert the content class h1 content section. Save. Let's go to the browser. Perfect. Okay, perfecto. So first of all, you want to target the container class. Understand? So let's go to style.css, and before the media query, I'm gonna add a comment 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6, and now simply dash board styles. After the dashboard styles dot container class, and now just margin. So from top and bottom margin while 0, and from left and right margin while 40 pixel. Okay, so I want to convert pixel to rem. So per rem, for per rem is equal to 40 pixel. Sorry, per rem. Okay, after that, first of all, go to the browser like this. Okay, and after that we have what we have a dashboard class. Okay, so I gonna target dashboard class, and first of all margin. So from top and bottom margin well 7 rem, and from left and right well 0. That's it, like this. Okay, perfect. And now simply display plex. Okay, display plex. So this property will basically place both heading in a single line like this, okay. And now here width 100%, and after that we have the chord class chord. So all we have to do, chord width 22%, and let's say background color, let's say for now just red, like this. Okay, like this, perfect. And after we have content, so width well 78%, and background wall green, like this. Okay, perfect. So now inside the chord class, I'm gonna remove heading, and now here first of all chord image, close chord image. So I have some images on the desktop. I have images folder, so I gonna copy from here, and you can grab these images from the resource file. So now E drive, and after that what I have, website layout, assets, inside the, just paste here. Okay, sorry, where is, yeah, so we have these images. Okay, we have these profile images, understand, and you can grab these images from the resource files, understand. So what we need to do, I simply img. So now in the assets folder we have images folder, and the images folder, let's say 1.jpg. After the chord image dot chord name, so let's say here Fitego, let's say Shakil Khan, and first of all close chord name. name, sorry, after the chord name, yes, simply chord job. Close chord job. Here add one more hyphen. Let's say here Fitego, sorry, software engineer. Okay, after the chord job, what we have? Dot chord scales. So yes, Pantego, let's say PHP scale. Now sorry, Panteg, let's say React, span, Node JS, and finally one more, let's say Vue.js, that's it. And simply close the chord scales, that's it. And after the chord scales, what we have? We have chord intro. Okay, so first of all add one more hyphen, close chord intro. So intro about the user. So Petit, let's say just some dummy text for now, load him and remove some text from here. And now intro close, perfect. After the intro, chord setting. So simply Control Z. Basically this is the wrong position. Okay, after that chord setting. Now close setting, and side here simply href class btn suite setting. Okay, that's it. And now let's go to the browser. Okay, so we have this section. Okay, but where is the image? Where is the image, my friend? Where is the image? In the assets folder we have images, and the images folder what we have? We have 1.jpg. But okay, fine. In the next video we will style of this chord section. Okay, so we will also display the image using cool way. Okay, using some cool stuffs. Okay, so if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will style this card section. So go to VS Code and now go to style.css, and now instead of red color I gonna add white color. So var double hyphen color white. After box shadow, horizontally shadow while 0 and vertical while 1 rem, and blur while 4 rem, and spread well 5 pixels. So I want to convert pixel to rem, so find 5 rem RGBA, and color will black, so 0 0 0. Triple 0 means black color, and now opacity, so find 0 0 5, perfect. And now fading while 4 rem from all sides, and now text align center, border radius 0.4, 4 rem. And now let's go to the browser like this. Okay, and now friends, I want to add the user image instead of this logo. So all we have to do, go to profile.html and remove logo.png, and here one.jpg, basically this image. Okay, so now inside the card class we have a card image class. So all we have to do, card, scroll slightly, image width 10 rem. So 10 rem means 100 pixel, and height as well 10 rem. That's it. Okay, and now margin while 0, auto 0. Okay, so basically this will center the image. Understand, this line of code will center the image. Now after inside the card image class we have img tag, basically this tag. Okay, this img tag, so this will also have the same width 10 rem, height 10 rem, border radius 50%. And now all we have to do, border top 4 pixel solid color main, and instead of pixel we can also use rem. Okay, but for now pixel as fine. Okay, and now border right 4 pixel solid war color man, and border bottom 4 pixel solid war color man, border left 4 pixel solid transparent. Okay, no color, transparent. Let's go to the browser like this. Okay, but the image is not center, so why is that? I think 0 auto, like this. Yeah, fine. Okay, fine. And now after that we have a code name class. Okay, basically the username. Okay, so now what we have, dot code double hyphen name. So this will have margin, so from top and bottom margin will 1 rem, and from left and right wall 0. And now font size, well 1.6 rem. After that color, so color will hash 2e 2e 2e, and font weight well 400, and letter spacing 1 pixel 1 pixel. Okay, let's go to the browser like this. Okay, fine, like this. And after we have chord job. Okay, chord job. Okay, basically the user job. So now here simply dot chord job. This will have color hash 777. After font size, let's say 1.4 rem. Let's go to the browser like this, but the font size, sorry, not just font. Okay, perfect. Okay, after we have chord scales. So now I want to target chord scales class. Simply dot chord scales margin from top and bottom 1 rem, left and right 0. Perfect. Okay, and now sorry, not perfect, one more hyphen like this. Okay, so now inside the chord scales we have some span text. Okay, so I want to assign a class to these all span text. Okay, so simply class scale, I gonna copy this class, paste right here, sorry, here and here as well. So now dot scale or scale. Okay, so display while in line block, not block. Okay, after that padding, so padding, well, let's say 1 rem is fine. And border, so border, well, 1 pixel, solid silver. After that border radius 3 rem. After font size 1.2 rem, and font weight 400. Let's go to the browser like this. Okay, so now we need to add a little bit space between these scales. Understand? So what we need to do, margin left, let's say 6 pixels, so 0.6 rem, and margin top as well, let's say 0.8 rem. Yeah, fine. Okay, fine. And now you want to target this last scale. Okay, Vue.js scale. So what we need to do, we can do like this, dot scale last child, let's say background red, like this. Okay, so now instead of red color I gonna add color man, so color man, and now border none, and color white, so war, slightly scroll, color white, and now box shadow, so 0, and let's say 1 rem, 4 rem, and 5 rem, RGBA 0.05, save, like this. Okay, like this, understand? And finally we have the user intro. So go to profile.html, we have chord intro. So all we have to do, chord intro, and this will have first of all, what this will have, font size 1.4 rem, 1.3, not 4 is very large, 1.3 is fine. After that color, so color, well, silver. Okay, like this. Okay, and now we need to add a little bit margin, so margin, and let's say from top margin, well, 5 pixel, yeah, 0.7 rem, and from left 0, and from bottom let's say 1 rem, and from right as well 0. Basically top, left, bottom, sorry, top, sorry, Control Z, top, again, top, right, bottom, and left. Understand? So go to the browser like this. Okay, fine. And if we increase the top, let's say 1 rem, now more fine, but 1.5, and this as well 1.5. I think fine. According to me, I think fine. Okay, so now friends, this is our card section. Okay, and our card section is now completed. Okay, so if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will style this green area. So go to VS Code, and now go to the content class and set the content class. Right now we have H1, so get rid of this, and now content section class, and now close content section and set here H1 and setting dot, and this H1 will have a class dashboard board heading. Let's go to CSS, and first of all get rid of this background color, and now down here content section class background color, so var color white, sorry, color white, sorry about that, color white, margin left 3 rem, fading as well 3 rem, and border radius, so fine 4 rem, and box shadow, so I gonna simply copy box shadow from card. Actually this box shadows I gonna simply copy and paste down here. Let's go to the browser like this. Okay, understand? And now I want to target this heading, so we have dashboard heading, font size, well, 1.8 rem, and up here simply add font size 1.3 rem. After that display inline block, and now margin bottom 2 rem, border bottom 1 pixel, so 0.1 rem, solid var color main, and fading bottom, so fading bottom 1 rem, Let's go to the browser like this. Understands? Now under the setting I want to add some links. So go to profile.html and under the heading simply div tag inside here span tag sorry, and this span tag will have a class btn section href, so update picture, and this link will have a class btn white. That's it. And after you want to add arrow icon, so span tag, and this will have a class icon inside here Ensign RARR semicolon, and now simply copy this whole span and paste down here, and after add job, and now I want to add plus icon, so Ensign hash sign and 43 semicolon. Copy this whole, paste down here. Now add Bio-Arcane, update, sorry, add bio. Add job, and after update password, let's say. So now I want to add arrow icon, so rare like this. Understand? And what we need to do simply go to style.css, and first of all btn white display inline block, so from top and bottom padding while 1 rem, from left and right well 1.3 rem, background color well white, so war color white, border radius while 0, that's it, and color so hash to e to e to e. So I want to store this color in a variable, so got from here and go to variable section and color black light hash to e to e to e. Simply down here color war light black, that's it. And what we need to do, and now I want to target icon class, basically this class icon class. So this will have width 2.5 frame, height 2.5 as well, and line height 2.5 frame, and display inline block. Now slightly scroll, background 12, background var color main, and border radius well 50%, text align center, and go to the browser like this. Okay, and here simply add color war color white, and go off, and here text decoration none, and I want to add box shadow, so I gonna simply copy this box shadow, copy and paste here. Perfect. Perfect, like this button. So we have, where is this icon? Let's go to profile.html. After add job, delete this one, also this one. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Understand. So now I want to add a little bit space between these lengths. Understand? So what we need to do, we have a beauty and section class. So I want to target that class and the CSS. Simply btn section margin left 1 rem, like this. Understand? And now I want to add a little bit more space between this icon and the text. So all we have to do here is simply margin left 0.5 rem, like this. Okay, so we have these cool buttons. And friends, if we change 2.5 to just 2, so just 2, I think this is fine. Okay, I think this is fine. Understand? So now friends, if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will modify slightly this profile image and this setting button. So go to VS Code, and first of all friends, remove the btn class from here as well. Okay, and now go off, and actually we have chord image class. So now in the CSS, go to chord image, basically this class. We have chord image. Inside the chord image we have img. Now instead of transparent, I gonna add silver, and now fading 0.4 rem, like this. Perfect, very cool. And finally I want to slightly update this setting button. So all we have to do, go to profile.html and settings. So instead of suite, I'm gonna add btn card, and now I'm gonna add here spantic class icon and rare. So what we need to do, scroll, and now before this icon, simply add dot btn white. Okay, now copy this whole code, and Control Z, copy and paste down here. So change btn white to btn card, and now change this to btn card, and now change white color to main, and this one to white. After change this color to white, and this one to main. Let's go to the browser, like this. Pretty cool. And I want to add slightly border radius. So all you have to do, border radius. Up here we have 0, so let's say find forum like this. Okay, like this, understand. So now friends, enough for this lecture. So if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will create update password form. So all we have to do, we will simply save as a profile.html file. So go to profile.html and now go to file and now click on save as, and the file name will update password.html, and now scroll down, and I gonna delete all the buttons from the content area, and now change the heading update password. And now all we have to do are go to index.html, and from here I gonna simply copy this whole password input field and paste inside here. Current password, C password, ID, C password, and placeholder, current password, again paste, new password, and N, ID, N password, and new password. Perfect. And finally we have the buttons. So what we need to do, simply copy this whole group and paste down here, and instead of sign up, update password. And now let's go to the browser. Instead of profile, I gonna add update password.html like this. So we have this cool form, update password cool form, understand? So perfect. So now friends, enough for this lecture. So if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will create, add and update job form. So go to Escort, and all we have to do, we need to save as update password form. So click on file and now click on save as, and simply add job.html, and simply first of all change the heading. So add job, and now delete this input field, and after, instead of current password, add job, and for job ID as well job, and here placeholder, add job. Perfect. And after button, so add job. Let's go to the browser, and here simply add job.html like this, add job, understand, perfect. And now I want to create update job form. So all we have to do, simply save as this file, save as update job.html, and slightly scroll here, update job, sorry, yeah, this one basically, where is heading, this one, yes, this one basically, update job, and this one as a label, this one, fine, and simply update job. Let's go to the browser. Update job.html, understand. And now you want to create update and name form. So all we have to do, save as this one, update name.html, and now instead of this heading, update name, and here add name, and after that, friends, basically we have here password type. Okay, so first of all, go to update job and change this type to text. Okay, and also go to add job and go off and change this type to text. Okay, and finally text, that's it. And here name, id as well, name, and add name. Now instead of update job, and update name, let's go to the browser. Here update name, basically this one. Okay, this one. So now friends, enough for this lecture, and if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we will create add skills form. So go to VS Code, and now you want to save as update name.html file. So go to file, and now save as add skills.html, and now scroll this one, scroll, and after instead of update name, add skills, and now instead of name, skills, and here add, instead of add skills in the placeholder, I gonna add, we will separate the skills with comma. Okay, like PHP skill, Node JS, comma, and React JS, comma, etc. Okay, etc. So we will add skills like this, PHP, comma, Node.js, comma, and React.js comma, okay, like this, okay, understand. And finally here add skills, okay, spelling is perfect or not, skills, okay. Simply go to the browser and here add skills.html like this, okay. PHP comma node.js comma react js, understand. And now finally we have update skills, so simply save as this update skills.html and scroll down and here update skill and here as well. This one as add skill is fine, okay, add skills as fine, understand. And simply fine and simply change the button text, so here update skills and now go to browser, here update skills.html, so we have this form, understand. Update skills and button we have update skills, understand. So now friends, enough for this lecture, and if you have any issue in this lecture then you can ask the questions. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we are going to create add biography form, understands. Now let's go to the VS Code, and now we can save as any file, understand, but I want to save as this file update skills.html, but you can save as any file as you wish. So go to file and now click on save as, and now the file name will add bio.html, and now close the sidebar. And now instead of this heading update scales, I'm going to add here add bio, and here as well add bio, and this skills as well bio. And now friends, instead of the input field, I'm going to add here text area, so text area, and now class name will control, and placeholder will enter bio dot, and now the max length of the biography will, so max length will 68 characters, okay, 68. And now down here we have the button, so instead of update scales, I'm going to add here add bio, understand. So now simply go to the browser, and now here add bio.html like this, understand. So now here let's say, as you can see, the max length of the biography is 68 characters, okay, 68 characters, understand. And now friends, we can create update biography form very easily, okay. So we will do that later on, we will just modify slightly this form, okay, later on. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture, we are going to create a custom file upload input field. So we can save as any file, but I want to save as this file add bio.html. So go to file and now click on save as, and now the file name will image and photo.html, and now close the sidebar. And first of all, instead of this heading, add bio, I gonna add update picture, and we don't need this value, so simply remove. And after we have for, so the par value will my label, and down here we have the text area. So now instead of the text area, I gonna add input file. So now the ID of this input field will simply my label. Okay, so friends, make sure this value and this value must be same. The for value and the ID of value must be same, so browser will understand this label is the for top this input field. Understand, browser will understand this label is the for top this input field. Okay, so now here class, and class will my image, and up here simply ID, so only label. Okay, only label. And now down here we have the button, so instead of add by value, here update picture, and now go to the browser. So now here image input.html like this, understand. So now go to style.css, and now scroll down, and before the media query, first of all you want to target this class my image. Okay, my image, so dot my image and display while none. Okay, display while none. Friends, basically we will style up only the image label. Okay, basically this label, so that's why here I put my image display none. Okay, now go to the browser like this. The file is save or not save, refresh. My image, sorry, here E, I think E is missing. Yeah, perfect. Okay, perfect. And now you want to target this class, only label class. Okay, so all we have to do ID label, and now first of all display while block, width will 100%, height will 4 line height will also 4 and border will 1 pixel, solid, and color. So in the control class basically we have a color, so here is control class, basically this color. Okay, this color, but friends I want to put this color in a variable. Okay, so simply copy from here, and up here simply double hyphen color silver and paste. Perfect. And now simply copy the variable name, and first of all here instead of this color war and paste like this. Okay, and after that war and paste, and now outline well none. Okay, so first of all go to the browser like this. Okay, like this, and now border radius will 4 pixel. Okay, and now cursor will pointer. Okay, cursor will pointer, so when anyone who are on the input field, so cursor will change to pointer like this. Okay, like this, understand. And now friends, now one thing more, you want to put some text on the right side. Okay, right here you want to put some text like choose the image. Okay, So all we have to do, first of all here, position relative. Okay, position relative. So now I want to target the pseudo after class. Okay, pseudo after class. So label and now pseudo after class. Okay, and first of all position absolute. So basically this will take position from this id. Okay, this will take a position from this id. Okay, and after contents, sorry, content, so I want to display some contents. Okay, so content will choose image, choose picture. Okay, and after from top position will -1 pixel, and from right well also -1 pixel, and now border will 1 pixel, solid transparent. Okay, transparent, and after that, and press one thing more up here. Here I want to put some padding, so from top and bottom padding will 0, and from left and right will 1.5 frame. Okay, so here as well the same padding, so padding top and bottom 0, left and right 1.5 frame, and background colors war color main like this. Perfect. And now here basically we need to put height 100% and width will auto. Okay, auto, that's it. And color will white, so we have a variable color white, so var color white, save. Perfect. Okay, and now font weight 400 like this. Understand? So now let's say choose the image like this image. Perfect. Okay, so now friends, enough for this lecture. So now in the next lecture what we will do, in the next lecture basically we will display the image name right here. Okay, and the left side basically we will display the chosen image name right here. Okay, so for now thank you so much, and if you have any issue in this lecture then you can ask the question. So for now thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture. Bye bye. Welcome Hibiki. In this lecture we will display the image name right here. We are going to display the image name right here. So go to the VS Code, and first of all you want to put the JavaScript event handler inside here. Inside this input field you want to put the JavaScript event handler. So the event handler will on change. So present on change event means if the behavior of this input field is changed, the behavior of this input field is changed, then this event will trigger. Understands? Inside here I want to run a function, image name function. So now I want to create this function, image name function. So down here first of all script tag, and now function keyword, and now the function name, so image, and let's say alert changed, choose picture at open. As you can see we have the alert changed. Perfect. So now I want to access the image name. So all we have to do we need to target this input field. So inside here we have id my label. So I want to target this id my label. So all we have to do simply get rid of this, and inside here let keyword image equal to comment dot get element by id, get element by id, and now single quotes or double quotes, and now id. So we have my label dot value. So now console dot log, just image variable, go to the browser, and now inspect element, click on console, and now choose picture 7, open. So now friends, as you can see, we have c colon backslash packpath backslash 7.jpg 7.jpg. But friends, you want to access only the image name, I mean only this name 7.jpg. You want to access only 7.jpg. So what we need to do, we need to split this whole string on backslash, on this backslash. So it's very simple. Go to the Escort, and now here let image name variable equal to image variable dot split, and double quotes or single quotes semicolon, and now 2 backslashes. So friends, these 2 backslashes means 1 backslash. Okay, these 2 backslashes means 1 backslash, so remember that. Okay, and now console dot log image name semicolon, and now let's go to the browser and choose picture 7, open. So now friends, as you can see, we have an array. On 0 index we have c colon, on 1 index we have packpath, on 2 index we have 7.jpg, on 2 index we have 7.jpg, and the array length as 3. Understand? So now friends, let's say you want to access only the image name. So it's very easy. The image name is placed on 2 index, so it's very simple here. Simply 2 index, just 2 index. Save. Let's go to the browser and now choose picture 7, open. So now friends, as you can see, we have 7.jpg. We have 7.jpg, but you want to access the image name using another way, using the second way. Okay, so all we have to do here, first of all, again save, go to the browser, choose picture 2, open, and friends, as you can see, we have the array length as 3. Right now the array length as 3. We have 1, 2, 3. Understand? But array indexes start from 0. Array indexes start from 0. As you can see, we have 0, 1, 2. Understand? And the image name is placed on 2 index. Okay, on the last index. So you want to access the last index using another way. So it's very easy here. Simply dot length -1. So this will basically give us 2 index. Okay, 2 index. So here choose picture. As you can see, we have 2. Understand? So here what we need to do here, simply let, and now index variable equal to image name dot length -1. So this will give us the last index. Okay, so now I want to access the image name, so it's very easy. So here simply console dot log image name dot index. So this will give us only the image name. So let's say choose the picture 3, open. As you can see, we have 3.jpg. Another try 6. So we have 6.jpg. So now friends, you want to put this image name right here. So all we have to do, we need to target the image label. Okay, basically this label. So we have id just label. So what we need to do here, simply let label variable equal to document dot get element by id label dot not dot semicolon. Okay, and now label dot inner text equal to, and now image name and Deists. Perfect. So here choose picture 7. Label is not defined. Document.get label. Sorry, spelling is wrong. Label. Perfect. Again 7. As you can see, we have 7.jpg. Perfect. 7.jpg. So now close the console tool, and now you want to go to css. Okay, so go to css, and first of all we have rem. This is wrong. So rem, and after that font weight normal semicolon, and as you can see we have 7.jpg. Perfect. And now 6, so 6.jpg, 11.jpg, everything is perfect. 4, so 4.jpg. Okay, everything is perfect. So now friends, enough for this lecture. So now if you have any issue in this lecture, then you can ask the question. So for now, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next lecture.